Okay, this is my Dark Mint Planner from Kikki-K. It's the large size and it just opens with a little button clasp. And this is my dashboard when you open it up. So basically it comes with all these pockets on this side, and I will show you another day in another video if you like what I keep in those pockets. But basically this is how I open it up and what she looks like on the inside. Most of the time I just sort of put in what I want. They don't necessarily match. Just depends on what I feel like on the day. But to do my planning, everything's basically run by these keys. So my little small one opens up to my monthly planner, and my big brown key opens up to my weekly planner. So what I'm going to show you today is how I'm going to decorate the next couple of weeks, or the next week. So I'm just going to take this out of my planner so that it's a bit easier to work with. Just pull the pages I want out, just shove it back up again, and just put it to the side. So I just lay it out. Basically, all the important things that I can lay out at the start of the year, I will do when I get it. So for this one, you can see I've already got some times in here. These are just for footy games that I'm going to watch that involve my teams. So that's just there. And this is just a note to say what round we're up to so that I know where we are. So to start with, I'm going to do some borders down the inside. So I just got these cute adhesive notes from Kikki-K with this month's Diary Love. So I'm going to use those as sort of my inspiration for this week. So I'm going to go to my Paper Lovers book, which I have 2 copies of because I'm that insane. And I've already cut out, this is just the paper from the back, the wrapping paper. So I've just cut out a little bit of that, and I'm just going to get my little cutter. I'm just going to cut just a little bit. It's probably, I don't know if you can see these lines down here, but just to this one here, so there's still a square there. And basically that just keeps it so it's uniform. It'll be the same on the next cut as well, I hope. So I've got one little strip here. Basically now I've got my 2 little strips, which are just a little short. Damn. Oh well. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. I just like it to be. But we can do it without it this time. That's fine. So then I'm going to get some tape. This is just from Officeworks. Just really easy glue tape. There's lots of different kinds around, so you can look. I'm just going to run the glue down the inside, pick it up, and just tape it. I'm actually going to tape it down the bottom. I'm going to do something at the top to kind of hide the fact that it's not completely right. And that's what you can do. You don't have to make, it's only for you, I guess, so if it's not 100% perfect, it's okay, but you can always find ways to kind of overgo the fact that you've made a mistake. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to do it up the top instead of up the bottom. At the bottom instead of up the top. Sorry. This one doesn't really matter if you colour the holes. Let's just flip that around and do it this way instead. Like, it doesn't even matter if you go too far over. Like now that I've done it, cut it the wrong size. So as you can see with that one, I've actually left that little tab at the top, so what I'm going to do really quick is just cut that off. There we go, there's just that really quickly. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to go into my Paper Lovers book, and I'm just going to find some stickers. This book is really awesome if you're into your planners and things. You can do a lot of awesome things with it. There's heaps of different tools, and if you want me to go through one of these one day, I can. That's easy enough. like I said, I do have two, so I'm quite able to change pretty much anything. I can use heaps. So I'm going to use this one, which is a really simple circle sticker. Sorry, just realised I couldn't see that. So I'm going to use this really simple circle sticker. I'm just going to get it out, which is sometimes the hardest part. So it just says text less, write more. I'm just going to stick that just down the bottom here. And I'm deliberately going to go off the side of the pages. And I'm almost kind of going over a little bit of writing that I've done here, which is also okay because I'm going to write it back in a second anyway. So like I said before with you can cut stuff off. You can do the same thing with your stickers obviously. So I'm just going to really carefully follow that up. I always just put my stickers on the back of my hand. It just makes it easier if I want to use them again. And you see just down the corner there, and that kind of covers the fact that I haven't got the other one there. Oops, put it on the floor. And on the other side, I'm going to do this one here. This is just a tag, so it just pops out of the book. I just really like this Mountains collection from Kikki-K. As you can see, you will see I'm a bit of a Kikki-K nut, so you will soon learn that I have pretty much everything they release, and I'd have more if I was allowed to spend the money there. So I'm just going to trim this up a little bit because I don't like the way they come out of the book sometimes. So I'm just trimming off the sides. And I'm actually not going to use this as a tag, I'm actually going to just use it as decoration. So I'm not using the whole thing, I'm just going to find a little spot there that I like it. Just grab my tape. Stick her on like that. You can see this was last week, so you can see kind of what I did last week. So that kind of covers up that mistake that I made with not measuring them out right. And like I said, it doesn't really matter all that much. It's just whatever you think looks cool. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to really quickly do the holes. So this is just a little stationery set from Kikki-K, and I just like the way that this is just a single hole punch. I just used to have another one. But it didn't work quite as well. So all I do is just come around this side and just pop them out. Now because I've got the sticky stuff on there, they are sticky on one side, so they'll stick to your finger pretty easily if you want to do it that way. And I just take the back off so it doesn't get stuck in there. And I can sort of see and line up the holes a bit better. A bit harder because I've got the cardboard on it. Okay, so that's the holes put in there. Now, like I said, I'm just going to rewrite in here just so I can see. So I know that's 740, so that's not a big deal. So that's sort of the basic decoration with that part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use one of these. So this is a sticky note, so it's got the adhesive down the side here. So I'm just going to see where that looks cool. You don't want to take up too much of where you write. Depending on how much you put in here will depend on how much room you're happy to take up with the mountain. But I'm just going to put that there. Because that's already sticky at the bottom, you can use that as kind of a way to measure where you want to put it. Because they have given me a couple, I'm going to use more than just one. So it's just a little one. One thing I have noticed with the Kikki-K Adhesive Notes is they're really awesome, they're really pretty, but sometimes the adhesive isn't so great. This one's actually better than the normal ones, that doesn't leave a funny residue where the sticky was, which I've noticed some of the other sets have done. So well done Kikki-K, you've made a better adhesive note set this time. Oops. Now the other thing you can do, which if you got a little pointy spot like that one, which is a bit hard to get your glue into, so I'm just going to go back into my planner just for a second. And in this zipper, I actually keep some of the Kikki-K adhesive dots, so they're always with me in case I need them. So I'm just going to grab out a little sheet, so you just fold it up. Grab one of the little dots, put it where you want it, give it a rub, and then pull the sheet away. Go. And that just sort of makes it a little bit easier if you have got a smaller spot that you want to stick down. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a couple more decorations with some stickers, because I love stickers. Grabbing a bunch of cardboard things I've got here. So these are random ones that I've got from Kikki-K, from Spotlight here in Australia, that kind of fit in. A lot of them are vision board kits, which I've bought from Kikki-K, which I have a really cool vision board, which I can show you in a later video. So what I'm going to do is just going to quickly slide through here, and I should have one of the mountains ones left somewhere. As you can see, I've got quite a few. And doesn't look like I've got any left. That's not good. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to choose that one. And I just like to put like a nice little quote sometimes in there. Not all the time, but sometimes. And this, as you can see, fits in with that mountains sort of theme. So I'm just going to see where it looks nice. I'm going to do it up the top here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up with the holes and just flip it over. Just make sure it lines up. And just with a lead pencil, just going to put the dots in here. And then I'm going to put that down. I'm just going to grab my little hole punch. The good thing too about this hole punch is that it's kind of measured to where it needs to be. So if you circle this up as close to that dot as you can, it is actually going to be the exact length, or this is going to be the right length for the holes. So that's why I like using this particular hole punch more than others. So that one will just sit on there when I open it up, but the good thing is it'll actually move, so I'll show you that in just a second. I am still going to grab just one sticker. And considering we have done mostly mountains and not foxes, I'm going to grab this little cute one of the fox. You probably can't see that, but you're about to. So, little pink one here of the fox. I'm just going to put him down in the corner here, just as a little extra decoration. So that's basically how I'm going to leave my week. I don't really like that sticker. I may replace that really quickly. Again, none of this ever has to be perfect, so if you don't like something, you can always start again, pull it out, depending on what you want to do. So basically what I do now that we've got all that sort of set out is that I'll go in and write in things that are happening this particular week so that I know what's going on. So this week, for example, I know on Monday we're in the middle of having our dog trained, so I'm just going to write on here. So that's at 5:30. I'm just going to write that in there, so now I know what time that is. Obviously, really easy thing to remember, but the whole point of planning is that we write it all down so that you don't forget. So once I've finished doing this, which I've pretty much finished now, I'll write other things in there as they sort of come up. Just put those to the side for a second, get my planner back. always use my little keys, which don't work now because I'm putting it on camera. Flip to the right page. So that's where we were. Now you just open it up. Just something with the Kikki-K planners especially. Always use these clips at the top. If you don't, this mechanism can become kind of loose and has a tendency to not shut properly. So you put that in. Put this side in. And you just stick that on the top. And as you can see then, that just sits there as a bit of a flipper. So just something that's nice there, that's not going to get in your way as the second half of the week comes along. And yeah, so that's that week commencing the 20th of July.